folks, and welcome to a new game for us, but also a returning game. This is Shapes 2. So we've played the original Shapes a little bit ago. We can see the playlist wherever. I don't know how to link stuff. But we're going to go through and explore Shapes 2. I also explored the demo of this a while ago, and it's finally reached full release. So let's go ahead and play it. It did so in April, so I'm a little behind the times, but I have so many games I'm trying to get through. I apologize. So we get the certification program. Basically, you can unlock different modes and different things. I'm going to start off at the base level and kind of build our way up. And we're not going to build any spaghetti factories, which we know is absolutely a lie. All right, let's go ahead and see what we have here as we move in. The shapes all look very similar. We have colors and all that stuff, just like we did the original game. But this game has some very different mechanics to it. There's similar mechanics, but different at the same time. And that will make more sense here in a moment. All right, so we have our Vortex platform. It's not much, but we can unlock more space as plenty of room, right? Okay, let's go ahead and see what we got here. All right, we deliver our shapes there. We end up, manufacturing mode has the answers. We are not doing that yet. That's the most complicated version of this game. So we have our little mining stuff here, our shape asteroids, and due to recent budget cuts, automatic extraction has been discontinued. Okay, great. Love when budget cuts rule what we do in video games. All right, let's go ahead and hit number 5, do that. We can rotate with the letter R, and I'm just gonna drag those across. And it's gonna, okay, it's gonna give me the tutorial. I'll put the mouse over there, I'll hit 1 for the conveyor belts, I'll drag it over, and hit C as an anchor point to kind of have it change directions while still dragging it. And then we just right click to do it again, and we're good to go. So it wants us to kind of follow through a little bit of stuff here. We will get more freeform as time continues here. But you can see we just need to deliver 10 of those. So it's going through, and as we play, all of these things will unlock eventually. I've only played this game for about a half hour so far, so I am far from an expert. Please do not listen to any of my advice because it's not well-founded or should not be taken as anything expert other than some idiot playing a video game, which that's me. So we'll go through and get all that going. It might be a little slow here, but I think we can move through all of this in probably about that half hour. All right, so we're gonna go in and now we need to cut the shapes. So we'll do that. Okay, I can just drag those up. Okay, it's gonna destroy half of them, and then we can rotate it if we need to. Doesn't look like we need that right now. Oh, yes we do. Put those up there, and then we'll do that. Okay, because we can always see, what do we need to have? We need more rotators? My bad. I messed something up. What do I need here? Okay. Let me go back here. We need, are those cutters? I think they're cutters. Okay. Now I can join them together, and then I can go there, and Bob's your uncle. It's always going to display what we need there. And taking a look here, we have to the southeast, we have a little compass down here, so we're looking somewhere down here. There they are, right? Yeah, there we go. All right, while we're doing the other one and trying to fulfill that, let's go ahead and also fulfill this one. So we will do that. Go over here and back out, and we'll just start off our progress on that. Might as well do the same thing over here. I know it's not necessary yet, but I don't see any reason to wait on some of this stuff, especially because we know we have to do these things. So let's just go through and get the base level of stuff done, because we're probably going to need to do this, and if I didn't do it right, all I did was make a mistake, so it's not that big a deal. We can always undo anything and all that. Nothing in this game has a cost to it. It's just time and efficiency. But you can see we are doing our stuff. We've hit our quota of that already. Then we need to go to milestones, and we can unlock milestone 1. What that's going to do is allow us to do a stacker. Basically a stacker, much like the original game, where you can put stuff in and join them together, it introduces multiple levels. So you have to have whatever's on top physically on top, and then it will stack. You can see there's a whole bunch of information. You can look through all of that. I'm not going to do that right now. We're going to go ahead and get a nice little stacker. Shazam right there. I will do this. I'll do that. We have to go there. Then what? E, the transmission's up, and then we're done. And then you hit Q to go back down. Okay? So we need to make circle and, what is it? Red square. So the circle's going to go on top. So I'll hit E to raise up and go like that. Cool. And then we hit Q to go back down. And then I'll grab another one of these. Let's do there. We'll bring that over to there and go up. and then that's going to output what we need. All right, looks like it's going to want us to do a whole lot more of these, so we can oblige. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look up all of those, and we'll go up a level. Look up all those, then we'll go back down, and we'll lock those into, oops, gotta drag it all the way over. There we go. And we're getting that done. So we need to get 60 of those done. I could also speed up production by throwing more of these on there. I think we're okay. We actually don't need to deliver anymore there, so I'm just going to get rid of that for now because I don't like throwing extra stuff in that we don't need. I already know that we will need all of these colors, so we're just going to let that kind of exist into this fun little pool of fun stuff there. But you can see we are making them. We're doing it sort of quickly, but not super quickly. And we're waiting for all of this to load up, so we'll see what we get here. But it's producing, it's doing its thing, it's doing all the stuff we need to do. I don't know what this angle, can I click on, oh, can I change? I don't know what that does. When I zoom out, does that change things? I don't know what that does. I didn't see that before, but okay. And that's moving along, doing its stuff. This one's gonna start getting much more busy because we have all that. And while we're doing that, we can go up to jobs and start doing some additional jobs to help us out in getting things done. So I'm going to stick this one on there. I'm also going to stick this one on there because I want to get all of the things done. So I'm going to go in and mine out some more of this stuff. And I'm going to go this way. Let's go around here. We'll do that. And then we'll jump that one over. It's going to jump out, but we're going to grab it from these guys here. And we need stackers, so I'm just going to rotate those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Red is our base piece there, so we'll do that. And then this one, we're on this line, so they're just going to come down like so. We'll hit E to come up. Cool. Go Q back down. And all of those are going to come down like so. And we'll merge it into that line. Not because we have to, but because I want to. All right, our next thing we have here, we research credits for all the things, and we also have a shop that we can upgrade things and do all that. We don't have enough points right now to do any of that. We have no points right now, and hopefully getting this stuff will help us out on that. But our goal right now, we have to kind of cut these in half. So we're gonna go to the cutter, get it cut, and there we go. And I'm probably gonna load up on that just a little bit to kind of do some other stuff here, and we'll be in good shape. All right, let's see what we need to do here. This one's going. We got that. We need to figure out how to do that guy, and we have a whole bunch of other stuff. But this one is moving along slowly but surely. This guy is finally starting to get delivered. We have this one up here. All right, so this is our next kind of area of interest that we need to take care of. We need to get this thing cut like crazy. So we'll try our cutters. So let's try 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Then we'll rotate all of those, and then we will cut them again. And all of that will get distributed out onto that thing, and it should work fine. Because it doesn't, one of the things I really like about this game is that this kind of stuff doesn't matter. In the last game, the rotation of these objects really mattered, and one of the big handcuffs that you had was that they had to turn and do all that stuff. That's not the case anymore. We don't have to worry about that. So a big fan of that change. This one here. All right, so let's go ahead. Ooh, what do we got? Vortex subshapes with any orientation. See, it's like I knew what was coming. I didn't, but it feels good to know that the game's affirming what my thought process was there. All right, so let's go ahead and send this through. Oh, I didn't realize I was sending you out there. All right, let me get rid of all of that. Oh, God. There we go. All right, this one's going to come across, and we're going to head up and over here because we got to merge in with a line here. And these guys we did set up to be quote-unquote proper, where I can kind of route them over here and down and over here and then back out. I'm a big fan of that kind of setup here because I want to merge these guys together. So we're going to get the merger guys. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, and these are going to be our base pieces, so that makes life a little easier for us. Then these guys are going to be the top ones. So we'll do that. Hold the letter E, and then come up and merge those in there. Then Q to come back down. And then we have these guys. And they get their own merge spot. One other thing you can take a look at is they give you little green checks to tell you what is coming in. So these little flags tell us that we passed it. We don't have to do it anymore. And then the little green check tells us that we did the job. So I could actually turn these off entirely and just load up on those things and get them out of the here really quickly. We go here, we'll collect that. Taking a look here, we have a new one, which is a red square on top of the blue thing and a red square is on top of it. So we're just going to stack in on this. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to get rid of all of this, and we're going to do another stacker. That's all going to be right there. These guys are going to be the base pieces. And then these guys will head up and we'll do that. And then we'll head back down. And I love that we can also see what the shape's going to be before we do it. That makes life a whole lot easier. This one here we need to cut again. I don't know if that's the right cut. Nope, it's not the right cut. So we need to rotate all of these. So pop, pop, pop. Then cut, cut, cut. And then we'll merge them in there. See how there's that little green check thing going on there? I really appreciate that. It's a nice, it makes life a lot easier, than, like way easier than it needs to be for all of that. All right, so then we need to cut these in half. Cool. We have 600 points. Let's see if we have anything that we can spend in the shop. We got a cutter, which separates the east and west half. So we can now hopefully cut them in multiple shapes. So I think that's going to be better for us, that when we cut these things, we get a real cutter. We don't waste half of our part straight out. That's nice. So what we can do in theory here is I'm going to get rid of all of this. Holding shift is key for that, and then hit delete. Okay. So I go over here and we cut these. It's going to be in 2 shapes. And I guess I could do one up there. We have those, and then those are going to, we have to rotate them all. Boop, 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 boop. And then we need to cut them again. And you see, as they light up there, we get our green checks. And then that's going to go down, go down, go down. And then all of those are going to merge into there. All of that's going to merge into there. And it's a hot mess. It's not efficient right now, but it doesn't necessarily need to be efficient. It just needs to work for what we're doing right now. We're going to pin this guy on there because that's our next step, is to go through, and that's happening up here. We just need to cut those in half, these. And all of that will feed into that line. I can get rid of that. Because again, the orientation doesn't matter. So it makes it a whole lot easier when we don't have to worry about that part of this game. If we go back into our jobs here, we can see what's coming our way. So we can kind of, in theory, start on it. All of these are going to get cut again. And then we'll figure out the next step from that. We have a massive backup here. All right, so maybe instead of doing this, and we could also put that onto a new line if we need to. Maybe we do more cutters here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get all of those there, and then merge that up, and then this one's going to merge into that line. Optimization is the name of the game, baby. It's a fun experience. It's frustrating to go through and get all that, but it's very fun. And then we have, oh, we got stacked 2 on 2. Okay, that's cool. So we're going to stack. I'm going to get rid of all of this because we don't need that anymore. Oh my gosh. I need to just hold shift. I'm just too lazy to do it. All right, so all of that's going to go here. And I need to go back into pin that, but we'll collect that one. We're going to pin this one as well, so we collect that. But this one is merging all of that stuff. So let's go ahead and merge. No, there we go. Boop, 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 boop. Actually, I should separate them one more. So we'll do that. That's going to fly on down. That will all go there. Then we'll have this one merge up. Boom, 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 boom. And that should, in theory, stack. Yeah, there it is. Look at them. They're so good. They're so good. All right, I'm happy with that. Ooh, what did I do? I messed something up here. Oh, okay. So I screwed up a little bit. Let me hold shift and delete all these things. Boom. All right. What I messed up here is that this one needs to come up and then it can rise up. I kind of reverse. Oh, nope. I reversed it a little bit. So we'll do that. Boom. All of those will merge in. This guy will go here and then we'll hit E to go up. And boom, 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 boom. Nope, not that. There we go. Okay. Now we should get that flowing again. We only have 10 of those. Let's go ahead and cut this. Oh my, this is a hot mess. All right. The nice thing about hot messes is we can fix them. So we need to rotate all of these. So rotate. Nope, wrong way. Good. And then we'll cut those. We'll run those across. Bam, 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 bam. And that should do that part of it for us. Let's go ahead. We got more milestones. Let's go ahead. We got blueprints, which allows us to hold shift and copy and paste stuff. That's super cool. I love blueprints in this game, that we can do it and get all that stuff. And this is our next one, which is a little funky, and we're going to need to adjust it. So the idea here is that we're going to merge these shapes, and the position of them does really matter. So we need to figure out what's going on there. But before we do that, I believe there's some turny thingies. Yeah, like the rotators here. So I need a reverse rotator, and I can afford that one. I still want trash, and I still want the third level. I don't think I'll need that, but I want to get those for this so we have the basic upgrades. And then when we go into the rotator, you can see we have them. And if I didn't want to, I could just hit tab. Like, you can do a lot of this game through keyboard shortcuts, which is awesome. But if I do this one this way, this one that way, I should be able to get those to turn opposite of each other. And then in theory, what I can do is stack those items up. So I'm going to do... what do I want to do here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think we have enough to do all 6, but that's okay. We'll do that. Have that go up and then up there. Ooh, I'm blocking the entranceway there. I don't care for that, but look, we have that part solved. And then we'll do that. And we have that part of it done. All right, I got it. Leave me alone. Okay. Select an area, shift. Control C. Control C. And paste it. There we go. All right. And then I can just highlight this and hit delete. All right. You can see this is a giant hangup. We have way too much stuff happening there. It's not pretty. It's not pretty at all. But we solved that one. And then we just need to do this, which we'll deal with in a little bit. Ooh, we have a backup here that I need to solve. There we go. It's not at least the big one to solve. And then blue is happening over here. Let's see, we need to cut that down to just be a quarter. All right, so we're gonna do some new mining. We'll rotate through here. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. All right, and then off of that, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sounds reasonable for cutting those. Then we'll rotate them all. Boop. Oh no, I didn't. Is it the cutter that I wanted to? Yeah, that's the cutter I want to use. God help us. All right, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can see why I left a little space there. That's for future expansion. Like this is a really base level early thing. I could do all of that over here if I needed to. I just don't want to. This one's about ready to pop. These guys are pop. Ooh, got cool stuff going on there. And then we just need to do a quarter one of that. So if you take a look here, this whole thing is going to get cut up more. So I'll rotate that over. I think we only need 2 of those. Then we'll do all of that. We'll rotate this. Boom, boom. I really, really dig that we don't need to have exact things like we did in the past game. It makes life so much easier. So we have that. Oops, I need to hook this one up over here. There we go. And you see, we're not outputting crazy amounts of stuff over here. Our numbers, oh, we don't need to do that. We don't need to go in there at all. We can up those numbers significantly, pretty easily. Okay, so let's go ahead. That's going its thing. That one's not doing anything yet, so we need to get that going. That's easy enough to do. So let's get rid of all of this. Boop, 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 boop. How do I want to do this? Do I just stack 3, 4? And those ones are going to flow straight in. And these ones are going to go like so. Nope, I need to go back down. So that E over Q to go back down. E over Q to go back down. And there we go. We got a little bow ties going. That one's donezo. So we have that totally completed. Our next one is overhangs. And then we have missing a quarter. So I like that the game kind of progressively builds stuff that just kind of teaches you how to do certain things. It makes it a whole lot easier to do the things we're looking at doing here. Looking back here, I'm going to pin that one because we need to do it. This one we also need to pin because we need to do that too. But this is our first one that we're going to kind of tackle. Let me just make a new little chute there. Clear that one out. And then we're going to split off of this one. And I think all we have to do is cut this up, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Do that, and that should solve that problem real fast. I guess I should move on to this one here, which is a little bow ties stacked with those. So these guys are moving along. I could, and I probably am going to because I'm me. I'm just going to do this. Oops, not there. So we'll do that. And do that. And then this one can go somewhere else. So we have a couple options. I should pause and take a look at this. But we have our belt launchers. You can just launch over to there. It has a distance. But also I can just do that, hit E and come up and then back down and turn it. And it's totally fine. It will do that and do it as good or better than the other one. So that's what I'm going to kind of do here, is set up a nice new long belt where it's doing all of that stuff. And then these guys are going to float into the stackers. They're going to go on top. So that's all going to get put up. So boop. Oh, that way. I guess I should skip a spot here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know why I always do 6, but that's what the kind of tutorial tells you that is a good number. So that's what I do. And then this guy is going to come over here and go all the way into all of those. And then that one will go there. And we need to merge this onto that. And then we should have these things flowing out. It's going to take a little while for the red squares to get there. All right. So we have that. Cool. We need now to merge it with circle or half circles. Okay. We can do that. We can do all of the things. So let's go ahead and get rid of all of this. again, I should just hit shift and just to wipe out all this stuff. I don't know why I do that all of the time, but just, oh, hold on. Hold on, we don't need to merge all these together right now. So let's just get rid of that. This line here needs to actually head out this way. And this will go out like so. So we need to cut you guys up. And we're going to do so up a lot higher than what we had originally planned or that we originally have here. So we have all of that. And what I love here is I can turn them all so they're facing the same exact direction. And then I can have them all merge into that line. So if you take a look, they're all going to be facing down. Now we need them to turn right, but that's a separate problem. That's not like the issue that we're dealing with right now. And in theory, you can see what pops out of them is that I could also just rotate them to match what I need them to do. So this one's correct. This one, I just need to flip 180. This one needs to flip 180. This one needs to flip 180. And this one needs to flip 180. And then these on this side are all just going to plop into those lines. So now I should have all of these correctly aligned. It's going to take a little while for it to work out if it's kink stuff, but we got that. And then this one we have, oh, see, these are all wrong. Not all wrong, but half of them are wrong. So let's fix it. All right, so take a look here. We want those onto the right. So the ones that are on the left, we just flip 180, flip 180, flip 180, flip 180, boom, 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 boom. There we go. Look at that. Problem solved. All right, and then what we can do is flow this directly into that area. We'll do our little stacky stacks. I'm going to move it up as high as possible because I like to save space if possible in this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It doesn't matter what order they go because they're not actually going to be touching each other. So we'll do that. Boop, boop, boop. And then you can see all the green checks. It's glorious. We have all that stuff and throw them in there. And hopefully that will solve our problems. Ooh, look at that. That's so complicated and fun. Okay, not a big deal. And then we're going to, I suppose we can just make a little cutty spot here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And all of those can flow right into there. And we don't have to worry about any of that. Now our little bow ties are going to need to get joined with these things. And we take a look here. Is there a pause? I don't think there's a pause button here. So I can't take a look here. But those are facing, everything's facing the right way. So we need the bow tie guys to be facing a different way than what they currently are. So let's go ahead and move them up here. Get rid of that area because we don't need it. And then we need to rotate those so they're, this is where I run into problems. I don't recognize what's going on. Nope, that's not right. So we'll try the other one. That's what I needed. Okay. And if we need to have more, we can have more. But we'll do that. And I'm going to get rid of all of this because we're going to put more stackers in there. Hold on, why are you not working? Okay, I can't go stacker. Oh, I can't do stacker because we need to have space for the belts coming in. Okay, I'm dumb. All right, so we got that. We'll roll that into there. This is gonna come over like so. We're gonna have E to come up. Boop, boop, boop. Escape out of that, go back down a level, and that's gonna come up. Doop. Doop, 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 doop. And it's very interesting to watch how they kind of, this one traveled all the way to the end, but the other ones went off first, second, third, and are kind of slowly filling them up. But we got a problem. They're not rotated right. What do we need to do there? What do we need to do? What do we need to do? I rotated something wrong. All right, so I'm just going to rotate these down on the base level. And that should solve our problem, I think. It looks like the new ones are coming out, right? And we've cleared off 2 others. Collect that. Ooh, that looks difficult. And collect that. Okay. So let's take a look here. Some of these are coming out right and some wrong. That one's wrong. All right, I need to do a post-mortem here. What's going on? So those are all coming out the exact same direction. These ones should be coming out the same direction. All right, I'm just gonna let them stack there. Let me just connect all of these real fast. And I'm just trying to see consistently, do they come out the same direction? They do. It's interesting. I don't know why they're changing direction. I guess it doesn't matter for us right now. Oh, see, there are ones coming out. There was one that was different there. Yeah, see, that one's different. Why are there some different? Yeah, there are some different here. So let's take a look and see what's going on. Oh, we have them coming out because it doesn't matter which way they're facing right now. All right, so that's easy to fix. So I just need all of these to face the right way. I think this will do it. Oh no, we did something wrong. We're causing stuff to double stack now instead of doing what it's supposed to do. And I'm making... Okay, we're just going to fix all of this. God help us. All right, let's figure out what we got going on here. I just want to get an idea of what we're looking at with this. All right, so we got that. So that needs to flip. See, it's different every time. Okay. So we're going to highlight all of this and we're going to flip it around or do something different. I don't know yet. We'll figure that all out. One, two, three. Oh no, hold on. I'm so bad at this game. I apologize deeply. All right, I just want to flip one half of these. So 2, 3, 4, and I want to flip the other ones the other way. 3, 4. I know that doesn't make quite sense yet, but I think on the next shapes that we're going to need to have those flipped the way I just did. So bop. Nope, get that out of there. Boop boop. Bop. Boop boop. Bop. Boop boop. Bop. Boop boop. All right, now those are facing a different direction. So what I should be able to do, in theory, is go in and have them rotate a different direction. So let's see here. I'm gonna get rid of all of this stuff because we don't need it right now. We'll figure that next part out here in a second. And right now my only goal is to just get them all oriented the exact same direction. Once they're all oriented that way, then we can play games and get them all set up. So bottom right, so I need to flip it 180. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. All right, and then those are all set. So then I can do 1, 2, 3. The base layer is going to go 1, 2, 3. This one is there. E, excuse me. Boom. Q back down. E, Q back down, E, Q over, Q back down. Okay. And I still somehow screwed that up. How did I screw that up so badly? Oh, that should be... I thought I did the 180. Was that supposed to be 180? Oh, you know what I did? I didn't do... Okay. Eliminate that. Oh, oops, I didn't mean to eliminate that. That's okay. We'll copy and paste that in a second here. All right, so that's facing... These guys need to change direction. So I need to rotate this. Oh, why are we still getting ones coming out in different directions? That's what's killing me here. You see, if we take a look, escape. We have this one wrong. That one's correct. All right, I need to go back and reestablish some things. Let's go exploring here. So we're gonna get rid of all of that. And we'll try this again. Let's get them all oriented the exact same direction. So, bottom left, bottom left, bottom left, bottom left. Nope. Nope. Why is whatever I'm picking here going to be different? I don't understand that. Bottom left, bottom left, bottom left, bottom left. Okay. Now I'm just going to clear this line out one more time and hopefully everything's correctly oriented. Oh, you know what's happening? They're just getting, when they get, I'm spending far too much time on this. I apologize, but it's going to make the next step easier. All right, let me... Nope, nope, nope. We're going to shift. We're going to get all of this selected. Nope. Hold shift. God help us. There it is. Boom. Okay. Let's try this again here because I am losing my mind right now and I'm not happy about it. Nope, nope, nope. Don't want it on another level. Nope. So I'll rotate it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's go back here and do this one more time. All right. What I'm going to do is just put spaces in there just to make sure the same thing happens every time. If it does, that's great. If it doesn't, we have problems. All right. Rotate, 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 and then we're going to do the other way. Rotate, 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 rotate. All right, they're all outputting the exact same direction right now. Great. Love to see it. Now, we have this one we need to do. So what I could do in theory is just build this real fast. And I might do that. I think we're going to do that. So this bottom production line is going to go over here. It's going to feed into that eventually. The rest of this is going to serve this one up here. So what I would like to do here is cut all of these, and I just need to see what kind of way they come out. See how they're cutting them? Okay. So if I do that, let's get rid of that one. Just make sure they come out the same way every time. It looks like that's going to be the play. Okay. That's the next step here. Taking a look over here, I need to cut these ones. So these are facing the bottom. That one. Nope, I need to rotate that one. See this boom boom, so we need the cut in going to the top. Like that. No, not like that. Not like that. Like that. All right, so let's see what this one outputs as. No. There it is. Okay. Then what I can do is highlight that, hit Control C, copy it, and paste that in there. And then I should be able to stack these bad boys up. Oops, hold on. Do one more space. Boop, boop, boop. 1, 2, 3, 4. That, hit E and come on up. And that all satisfies what we're looking for. Fantastic. Okay, so then I can just come down here, down into there, and throw those in there. Beautiful. All of this is unnecessary, by the way, but whatever. All right, let's solve. Oh, there's our first one. Yep, there they go. All right, we already solved that other one here. Let's go over and spend some money. Let's unlock the swapper. Let's unlock trash. We could, in theory, next time we could update our vortex inputs. Right now we have 4. We could get up to 6, and we could label stuff. Sure. And the rest of it, we need the operator's license, which we'll get here in short order. So let's go in and get this part handled because it's a hot mess and I don't like it. All right, so all of those are going the exact same direction. Fantastic. If we cut them, 1, 2, 3, that should be more than enough. They're all facing the exact same direction. So that's all well and good. These guys, the bow ties, are currently facing the right direction. So I need diagonal down. So this one's going to need to rotate up. One, 2, 3. Cool. Then we'll stack those. 1, 2, 3. So that's, oh, nope, there's only 3 of them. That's right. I think that's where I screwed up. 1, 2, 3. It's gonna be there and come up. And that's the shape we're looking for. So there, E, come up, down, E, come up, down. Cool. All right, then this should be able to flow there. E, over, down. That should be able to come through without problems for us. And that's all facing the correct way. Everything's done on that correctly. Let's go solve this problem over here. Should not be a big deal. We just need to make sure they're all coming out the exact same direction, which I don't think they currently are. All right, so let's, I don't know why I just can't get in the mode of hitting shift in this game, but I just can't. It's just a thing my brain just doesn't want to do. All right, let's rotate these guys. Well, let's do these ones one way, 2, 3, 4. These guys the other way, 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. We need to cut them again, correct? 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys are gonna feed these 2. You guys are gonna feed these 2. And I don't like how that looks, so we're gonna just do the dumbest thing possible and just adjust it. So, that's what happens when we adjust things we don't need to. All right, we got that. Cool, love that. And then we can go in and say, hey, I want you to stack, and oh, we got 4 of them. That's right. We got all of these to stack. Bam, 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 bam. You are gonna come up. Nope. There. There we go. What's going on? Why are we not feeding things in? What is going on here? Why are we not feeding? Are they coming in the wrong direction? All right, I think I screwed up on that part of it. So let me just make sure they're all facing the same direction. 1, 2. All right, let's try this part. All right, that's what we needed to do. So we're just going to clear this one out. We'll highlight and hit shift and just do that. Control C. And we'll put that one in. And it looks like it's functioning. Fantastic. That can come over there and do that part of it. Oh, we stopped this production, didn't we? Or what is going on there? I don't remember that one at all. All right, let's see what else. What other shenanigans are we up to right now? Because I don't remember. Oh, we have another milestone we need to unlock. Let's do that. Ooh, space platforms. After careful observation, we're allowing you to expand beyond the vortex platform and build space platforms. There's no limit though. We're not. There's a limit though. We're not crazy. All right. So, ooh, what is all that? That's cool. Okay, let's go figure it out. So we need to find what's going on with space. Ooh, we found something. Okay. All right, mining rights are included, so we can mine. So we'll put that there, I guess. Oh, okay. Okay, so they wanted us to put the mining platform there, and then we can do the plus sign there, there, and there. Okay, cool, that works. Use space belts. I don't even know what space belts are. They perform like regular belts with supports for anchors, left across multiple, blah, 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 blah. It says 4 lanes per machine. And every lane carries 4 conveyor belts worth of input. And merge up to 4 machine platforms into 1 space belt. Okay. So let's say we have a space belt, and we need to get the space belt back. I want to put it there, I guess. So hit our little button there. Cool. Your platform capacity upper left determines how many you can place. Build them as big reusable modules, for example, as a dedicated rotor stacker. Okay, that's an interesting idea. Okay. So linear platform. We're gonna put one in. We're just gonna put one, I think, for right now, because that's all it asks us to do. And we got a machine, a bigger machine platform, it looks like. All right, and then I guess I need to connect them. Okay. Let's go back into this platform here. Oh, okay. So we have a new goal. We have to mine that stuff. So we're going to go to mine. Click on these guys. Bop, bop, bop. Bop. Cool. And that's going to go somewhere. I don't know where. We'll figure it out, I guess. We'll do these guys. Oh, so is that going on to belt? These guys are going where? Looks like everything's going on to belt 1. I don't see anything on belt 2. So if we go in here, I guess I just need to take these guys and just jump them over. We can do actions, I guess. I don't know what the wording is here. We can do all that, and then it's going to come back to there. So then we go into this. And coming off of this, I guess. We'll take it there. Bring it over and down. Heck yeah. I don't know how we do. Does that help us with multiple things? Oh, look, yeah, it's doing stuff there. So what does that mean? Does it mean belt 1 is 2 of these inputs and belt 3 and 4 are another 2? Or I don't know how that works because there's a lot there. But we have lots of capacity, which is fantastic. All right, we still need to solve this stupid problem because we're just doing dumb things right now. All right, so we have this. We need to make that into something that actually works. God help us. All right, so let's go ahead and hold shift and get rid of all of that stuff. I guess we should also get rid of all of that stuff. We'll come back to that. There we go. Everything reloaded. That's what I wanted. We need to rotate these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I need to get these ones. Oh no! What am I doing? Is that a merge that they did? Oh, these still need to get cut again. Oh my god! I just totally screwed that up. Oh, hold on. Why are these ones okay? Oh, we didn't do the. I'm an idiot. Okay, we didn't do the turny thing on that one. Let's go ahead and get that fixed here. Which way are we going? 1, 2. 2. Fantastic. Okay. That's facing the right way. That one's facing the right way. That one's facing correct. That one's facing correct. Okay. Okay. That's all well and good. Then we can do stack city. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pop, 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 pop. There we go. That's what we needed. And then all of that can flow back down there. This couple of them up here might be a little screwed up. But I can hold this. I can delete it. And then I can hold this. Oops. Selected too much. I can hold this. And copy and paste it. And it should work for us. Why is it? Oh, they're still going the wrong direction. It might just be an issue of time. And yeah, it looks like the last of those bad ones are heading out here. So I'll just have to delete this again. Nope. I keep selecting too much. I did have it. I just screwed it up massively, but that's okay. We still have another challenge to do. We have lots of stuff we need to do still. What's going on over here? Why are we not successful? All right, so we have a lot going on over here. What the heck? All right. Well, what we can do is we can take this and dump it over here. Come up, come down, or let's just stay up. What the heck? There we go. We got that stuff going. And then we just need to merge these, right? One, two. No, we need to go down more. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, no. We can just move this down one more, and then we'll be fine. So That's our base layer. So I need to just move it a little bit more. And then we can stack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. All right, this one's being addressed. We still need to address this one and this one. So let's go. We have one of these somewhere. There it is. Okay. So we just need to manipulate what's going on here. So these guys are not going to continue doing what they're doing. We need to do one of these lines to rotate. So we're going to manipulate this one to do what we want. Oh no, we don't even have to do that. My bad. All we have to do is rotate the top of the circles here, so that they're facing the way that we want. And what we want is them to be facing up. So we turn this one. Let's see. Oh, it's gonna hurt my brain. All right, that one needs to go counterclockwise, 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 counterclockwise. That one needs to go boom, 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 boom. All right, we got all of that one. We don't have that much left, honestly, folks. We just need to figure out a few more things and we'll be in good shape. And then these guys just need to be reversed. Right now, we're doing the job. It's just we're doing the job backwards. So let's go ahead and do it the right way here. Oh. Hold on, I need to fix that, so. All right, there we go. That should be fine. Yeah, we already have a couple of them in there. Fantastic. Woo, what is that? That's fascinating. All right, so the blue, the full blue one, with this guy on top of it. Okay, that's easy enough. We'll take that. So we'll do this one over here. We'll go up, come back down. And these fine things are going to get put in the stack going this way. Because the base... Oh no, the blue one's this guy's the base. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then that gets put on top. Okay, that's easy enough. Boop, boop, boop. Boom. Coming on up. Boom. And make sure that one gets hooked up as well. Okay, cool. And that should be pretty easy to solve. This one's getting solved. Let's go ahead and solve the other one, which is this hot mess. We're gonna get that fixed in short order here. All right, let's get them all aligned properly first. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh God. I already forgot what we did, so we're gonna redo it here because I can't tell. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, those are all facing the proper direction now. Actually, what I should do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then those two. So we just need those to turn. And then we'll rotate these. Let's see, we need that one to rotate to there. That one to rotate to there. Fantastic. All right, there we go. All right, so that one should be getting produced. This one is actively being produced. We take a look here. The next one is just doing some weird thing with that. And we're not, oh, we do have a milestone unlocked. My bad. We've got our operator license. All right, so we've done all the things. We're just gonna load up and do the rest of the stuff here. Milestones ones, we're not gonna claim it quite yet. I wanna make sure this gets done first. Oh, and when we click on these is super cool. You can rotate and see exactly kind of 3D shapes of it, which is super fun. All right, so we'll click that. Our last one is this. If we click on it, again, you can see what's going on. It's that 3-level shape, but it's merged in opposing directions. So luckily, that's not a big deal to do. So we'll knock that out here in just a moment, and then we'll call it a day. So I'm just going to boop, 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 boop. All that's going to go there and then merge onto there. This one's going to merge onto there. We'll actually get rid of that. I love and hate how this game treats belts. Like, I want them to naturally collect, or connect, should I say. But sometimes they don't, and that's okay. It's just sometimes very, very annoying. All right, so we take a look here and we get rid of all that. These two are going to go to one spot. These two are going to go to another spot. And what I can do here is we have them opposing. So these guys here are going to get the 180 rotators. Smack and smack. And then we can merge all of these in line with each other. There we go. We should be able to merge those, and we'll just take a look and see what happens when they come out. And hopefully they're correct. Looks like they are. And there's our first one. We'll see when this guy right here gets to the number 1 spot. Oh, you can also tell, I forget that that's the thing. You can just see if the belt's actually producing what's there. And it is, which is phenomenal. We're going to go back into research here and just see if there's anything else that we can unlock that we have not done so with already. We can upgrade that if we want to. So we can take a look and see what that does. Oh, okay. Okay. I've treated these as a different thing the entire time. I figured there's 4 here and there's gonna be another 4 like you can unlock, but no, it withens the belts. It doesn't kind of expand a new block. What it does is it goes out. So you kind of want to start. Well, I don't know where you want to start yet. But what I'm thinking here is that the middle ones, or the farthest inside when you begin, as you grow out, you kind of want those to be your main ones, and then. I don't know, because it's very limited on here too. So maybe you don't want that. Maybe. Oh, and do we have more inputs? No, we don't have any more inputs there. It's interesting. I want to figure out more of it here, and I just want to make sure we get up to that. We have 19 more to make, and then we're in golden shape, which I could probably double up on this sector right here and knock these out real fast. But we'll let it go and do what it's doing. Oh, I can't tell you how happy I am that this game has evolved, but really retained a lot of what made it fun. Admittedly, the least favorite part of the game for me was the colors. So I'm hoping, you can see that we have the shapes that are already colored. I'm hoping that we can keep that as a thing, and I don't have to go through and build a whole bunch of stuff that's recolor all the things, because I just don't enjoy that part of the game. But we'll see what that brings to us here. And I think that's going to wrap us up here for today. I love so much of this game. I can't wait to explore a whole bunch more of it. And we'll check that out next time. Folks, thank you as always for joining me. I appreciate you, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.